All right. So we talked a lot. We talked a bit online yesterday about setting up a bag. Some of what this is going to call for is us getting creative. Obviously, we'd all like to have barbells and do some power cleans today, but it's not necessarily going to work out given what we're at. Everyone is going to have some sort of a bag, and if you don't, I would probably try to grab something, whether it's a backpack or a gym bag. Backpacks are great because since you can load them up and run with them if you don't have a vest. Gym bags are pretty good for this type of purpose. So I've got my trusty Noble gym bag. This is not an endorsement. But what I've done is I've stuffed this with some stuff. I've got my normal stuff that's in there. I've got my jacket. I've got some weights, things like that. So there's a little bit of weight. Admittedly, not as much as there probably should be, just because I'm using this for display purposes. So we're gonna start off with some bag cleans. And just like we're doing any other kind of clean, in this case, we want to have these straps here like this. We're having our hips back loaded like this, just like we're in a regular clean, right? Like we're in that launch position. We bring it back down here. There's nothing that's different about the movement just because we changed the apparatus. The efficiency of moving load is the same, whether it's this, a barbell, my grocery bags, one of my kids who I'm launching into the air, and I'll catch them too. But anything like that, it doesn't really change what the dynamic's going to be. So, if we have these bags and we kind of go through that launch position, hips coming back to here, coming back through that system with a big shrug, make sure we drill that big shrug. And the one thing that's kind of neat if you do have a gym bag for today's use is having this long strap on the top gives you the opportunity to shrug and shoot, right? You don't necessarily have to squat more than you really need to, but just like there, right in here. Making sure again that we're using those fundamentals as much as possible. Still shrugging, still keeping everything as close as possible to the body and not bringing it out to then catch up. If you're using something that's more like a backpack, I've got these side straps that are gonna be very, very similar to it. And I've got this on the ground, nice holy setup, come up through, big shrug, and I'm catching awkwardly like this, right? So it's just here. Just like that. Right? Obviously, it's not going to shelf as much if you're using a backpack. But there are sandbags that they make that are similar to this that have those side straps so you can shoot those elbows through. And again, if you're choosing between your kid's backpack or your gym bag, I like gym bag for today just because it gives you the chance to also get those elbows going nice and quick. Just like that. Next movement we've got today is some lunges. If you're in a carpeted room, that's great. But we're just bringing this knee to the ground, keeping the torso nice and upright, like this. You don't necessarily have to walk, it's just lunges, however you can do them. If you've got the room to walk 20 feet, great. If you don't and you have to just do reverses in place, that's fine too, just like that. Lunges are a great wad to use. And tuck jumps. So tuck jumps, especially if it's 5 a.m., hopefully you're not upstairs in an apartment because it is just jumping and tucking. So imagine like we have a box, we talk about this hip explosion, landing in a little bit of a crouch on the box before we readjust. Same thing with the tuck jumps, we're just like that. So coming to the wad, oh no! Hopefully not too difficult to see. Red may have been a bad choice. But as you can see, we have 5 rounds for time, 10 of the bag cleans. That is 20 lunges. The fact that this shows backwards when I go reverse camera is a bit of a liability. So, I don't know how to fix that though. 10 bag cleans, 20 lunges, 10 tuck jumps, 5 rounds for time, capping at 12 minutes. So guys, this is the chance at the bathroom, walk the dog, grab a sip of water, maybe some coffee, and we'll get started in about a minute or two. Or just hit pause. All right, folks, we are counting down from 10.
Kept the hood from starving. Pushing cars, Nicky Barnes was the 70s, but there's a long list of high-profile celebrities worldwide on the thorough side of things. Live as kings, some died, one guy, one time, one day grasped me. As I'm about to blast heat, 40 side of burning, I turned well, he asked me, what you up to? The cops gon' bust you. I was a teen drunk off brew, stumbled, I wondered if God sent him, cause 2 squad cars entered the block and looked at us. I ain't flinched when they watched, I took it upstairs, the bathroom mirror, brushed my hair staring at a young disciple. I almost gave my life to what the dice do. Yeah, man, throwing them bones. Hoping my ace get his case thrown. This girl ain't wait for him. She in the world straight hoeing. Why you looking at centerfolds? Some pretty girls showing they little cooch. Gangsters don't die, he's living proof. The DA who tried him was lying. The white dude killed his mother during the case. Hung jury, now the DA is being replaced. Free child hearing is over, it's real for the soldier. Walks in the courtroom, the look in his eyes is wild. Triple homicide, I sit in the back aisle. I wanna crack a smile when I see him. Throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is his freedom. He grab a court officer's gun and started squeezing. Then he grabbed the judge, screams out, nobody leaving, everybody. Get down, get down, get down, get down. Weird ass niggas who dangerous, so don't test them. They make you disappear. This a year that I won't forget. Soul CDs, double platinum, Met Mogs X. Southern niggas, independent label, real killers. Know the business ran Tennessee for years, now they chillin'. They had the cocaine, something crazy. Soul music out the trunk of their car, that shit amazed me. Put me on the heroin blunts, sure was something. Took a puff, what the fuck, I turned and punched them. Southern niggas ain't slow, nigga tried to play me. I left from around them dudes, they cool but they crazy. Now I'm back around the old school and raised me. New York gangsters, we lounging out in LA. See, a dude broke my dog from Pelican Bay. That let us say, Nas, I got you back, the fools don't play. I rode with some Crips down to a Crenshaw funeral. Never saw so many men slaughtered and I knew the whole responsible. The nigga's still alive in the hospital. Midnight, they crept in his room and shot the doctor too. See, my cousins in the gang, thugging and things. He plugged me with a dame who was half Mexicano. Gave the ass up, I'm a Mac Daddy Soprano. You passed me the indigo, but the imbecile should've never tippy-toed. Thought my eyes were closed, open in the hotel room door. The little goons in, but I moved in the manner. On some Jet Li shit, I let the hammers blow with 3 kids. See, honey, thought I had something good with all the drama, cause I was with the crew. That had people killed, called up my cousin, told him I ain't fucking with you. He responded cool, but told me out here, this how motherfuckers get down, get down, get down, get down.
That's how our people gonna get down. How we ever gonna get up? How we ever gonna get up if that's how we get down? See, when you really look at it, my folks get your folks, but we all can folk. Somebody will make a change.
Scribbled out the truth. guys that come in and go.
Make sure you shrug.
Seven minutes. Two minutes left. 2 minutes left to tap. Still working, get those reps in.
Watch your haters wonder why Gambino got the game. Half Todd Thicky, all she wanna do is bang. Got her head done, French braids.
30 seconds.
Beat on so much sensitive, she asking why you say that. So, get deep in that Pepto. I got 5 on the like Ben Folds. I got more tail than that Petco. You faker than some sweet and low. Yeah, you got some silverware, but really, are you eating though? Are you eating though? Nigga, are you eating though?
And time.
It's for beginners, you ain't eating though. Never catching cases while they faces look so PMO. Watch a hater hate me, wanna play me like a piano. My architect.